Dr. Ike, the Executive Director of our Westlake Charter School.
And I'm Jessica Block, our K-8 principal.
And I'm Lila McIver, your principal over at Westlake Charter High School.
And I'm Felix Flores, your WAVE president.
And we are your Westlake Weekly podcast team, where we kind of riff through a monthly version of the Westlake Weekly. We follow the same format. If you're a new podcast listener, you know we do what we do at Westlake Charter School. We start everything with celebrations. Then we're going to go into kind of big events, what's coming up in the big events category. Then we once a month kind of riff on ways we see the core values playing out on campus and here at school. And then we'll end with the best part of the show, ways to get involved with WAVE. So let's do what we do and start with some celebrations. McIver, I think you were trying to maybe get to celebrations first. What do you got, man?
Yes, I'm going to celebrate the thing that is bringing me joy today, and it is our Link leaders here on campus. The Link program is really how we onboard our ninth graders to high school. It is such an invaluable program for our ninth graders, but we also lean on our Link leaders throughout the year to do tours, to talk about our school from a student perspective, and they have just done an incredible job from prospective parent tours, 8th grade parent night, where we have our 8th graders come over, of really leading the charge to make people feel comfortable and knowledgeable about our school, and they're just fantastic. They are so wonderful.
Yeah, I caught a little on the parent perspective tour night. A couple of Link crew leaders giving tours, and like amazing tour guides. They crushed it. They're so such confident speakers in front of adults. Like, I don't know at 16 that was my jam, but like our kids are crushing it. It's so great. Felix, you want to jump in? You got a celebration for us, man?
Yeah, I wanted to just celebrate and give some props out to the teachers that were handling the spelling bee this year. It's my first time attending the spelling bee. I got to see it. I know it was a little soul crushing for a few kids out there, but generally I love the event, the spirit around it. Seeing teachers in their bee outfits was amazing. So I just wanted to say the spelling bee, it's an awesome tradition. I'd love to see it, keep that going and see it again.
Yeah, be careful, Felix. We might recruit you to one day be the what's the name of the person who pronounces the words? It is it's a much harder job than you think, because on stage in front of everybody, you're like, I swear I can pronounce this word. Here I go. I just have to pronounce this word. Right. Yeah, it's a good gig. Blocky, you got a celebration for us? What do you got?
I do. I would love to celebrate our instructional aides. I've been walking around campus, and they are pulling groups of students and who are like, hey, we're just going to practice the letter M today because that's what you need. And so they are pushing into spaces and finding kids to be like, hey, we just need a little bit of extra on this one thing. But I've seen them in different spaces, kind of all over our place, really helping our kids get what they need.
Yeah, I love that. I'll talk about giving kids what they need. We just had the great kindness challenge with the kindness carnival, and kids got these stickers, and Mrs. Cravoy was kind enough to give me one of the stickers. I know the kids got the stickers too. And I just love that, nope, it's not a part of the state adopted kindergarten through 12th grade curriculum. Kindness doesn't really exactly fall into that scope and sequence, but here at Westlake Charter School, our amazing staff, make sure this gets woven in, and I think you can feel it out there. And I love that our counseling team, launched the Kindness Carnival at the K-8 campus last week. It was a ton of fun. All right, well, let's do what we do and roll from celebrations into what's coming up this month. So let's do our upcoming events lightning round. At the end of this lightning round, I'll ask each of you which event you're looking most forward to and why. Okay, I'll take it from the top. On Thursday and Friday, February 5th and 6th, during lunch, we have middle school Valentine's Grams available.
Yes, and then on Friday, February 6th at 8:30, we will have our WAVE Coffee Talk here at the K-8 campus in the library.
And on Friday, February 13th, we'll have our middle school rally.
And then the big show, the talent show, is happening for Westlake on Friday, February 13th from 6 to 8 p.m.
And then Monday, February 16th through Friday, February 20th is our February break. There will be no school that week.
And then we have Friday, February 27th is another K-12 dress-up day. It is Decades Day.
Let's
go.
It
is. Yes.
All right. Block, while you're talking, keep the show rolling.
Yes.
Which event are you most looking forward to there?
I will look forward to Decades Day because I'm realizing as I get older, the decades that kids choose to dress up from are ones that I'm like, I I grew up in those. They love to say, "Oh, you were born in the 1900s, Mrs. Block." I'm like, "Yes, in the 1900s." So you know, they dress in like the 2000s, and that's a decade that's kind of old for them. And I'm like,
Last year, a teacher dressed up in the 1980s with the silly 80s hairdo, and I said, I think I went to prom with somebody who had that hairdo at the prom. So I know you think it's silly, but we all thought it was super cool in 1989.
yeah.
We were so cool. McIver, what about you? What are you looking forward to most on the list here?
This is so many great things. I'm going to give a little plug to Coffee Talk, though. It has become such a regular, good crew monthly to talk to, and it's such a welcoming group too. I will just say it just feels like a really comfortable, welcoming space also. So it's just so nice to see so many different people from our Westlake community once a month, just a chance to kind of say hi, check in, tell them a little bit about what's going on. So I'm just going to give a plug for Coffee Talk.
Yeah, love me the Coffee Talk. How about you, Felix? What do you got?
I'm going to go with the talent show. I feel like this is Westlake's version of America's Got Talent. I mean, we see so many cool little things and kids being able to perform. And it's always just amazing to see kind of what they come up with when they're up there. Some give you a good chuckle, some are inspiring. So, yeah, I'm excited for it.
I love it. Well, I mean, I want to take middle school rally on Friday the 13th, but I'm going to take the middle school Valentine's grams available. I just think it's so sweet, man. I mean, it's like a line around the block to buy a little candy to send to your friend, and they're all sending each other, little candy grams for Valentine's Day. I just think it's a form of kindness. I love it. Well, hey, let's go out of our events calendar and dive into what's happening this month. And what is happening is the core value of the month is joyful learning. And so we celebrate this one all the time, but do you have something that you've seen recently on campus that makes you go, yep, that is why joyful learning is one of our core values, or you've seen a student express something that you go, yep, that's an example of joyful learning. Do you have something you want to shout out? McIver, I keep going to you first. You got something for us?
I'm ready. I mean, how can we not be talking about joyful learning and not talk about Mrs. Mixit's in our science department here at Westlake Charter High School? I will just say our electives here are something we are so proud about, and there's so much joyful learning throughout our electives. And her marine science class is a new elective this year that is just launched this semester, and I know it is bringing her so much joy and her students so much joy. Last week she came out and said, I got to show you these pictures of this lab we did. I'm not totally sure what it is, but I had some serious FOMO seeing these pictures of this marine science lab, and I was like, that's where I want to be. And so it is just kind of the buzz here. Students who are in it are so excited. She is so joyful about it. What an incredible way to engage with science.
Yeah, so good, so good. Mrs. Block, do you have a joyful learning moment you'd like to share?
I do. Our art teacher in our middle school and does some 4th and 5th grade art as well, Miss Sandifer, invited a local artist to come, and he came and he spoke to the 5th grade classes. And what he does is he produces these comics. And so part of his art was about comics, so the kids were really getting into it. And then she used the iPads that she has in her classroom, and she had a student who took a picture of his hand-drawn and was able to use the app within the iPad to then color in his comic inspired by the artist who came to produce this digital art piece from his hand-drawn that he was inspired by the artist. And so it was just a great, she has such great connections in the art community, and she's super excited about bringing those here to our students. And so it was a great way for kids to be like, drawing comics is part of school and art, and I could do that for a living. And so it was a great opportunity for our 5th graders.
Yeah, I love it. That's a great joyful learning right there. Felix, you got one for us?
I think I'll go with, joyful learning, going with showing pride for our school. And this is actually a shout out to the teachers again. I think it's amazing and inspiring when kids get to see their staff, their teachers get involved in school spirits, whether it's the high school dressing up and teachers dressing up in kind of themes, or seeing the, K through 8 teachers enjoying the spirit days. I just think it shows that, hey, our teachers are fun, having a good time at learning, and the environment is, a chance for everyone can kind of be involved, that it isn't necessarily a separation between kids and students all the time.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Well, I'll kind of double down on the joyful learning as an expression of showing pride for our school. I had the opportunity to celebrate Mrs. Sanchez's class because they had won not just a statewide, but they ranked in the top of the nation for the online mathematics program that we utilize, Imagine Math, in their Minutes Challenge. So Mrs. Sanchez got a kind of an award from Imagine Math, the company, that says, hey, your classroom is outperforming most classrooms in the nation in the number of. So I had to ask a couple of kids, hey, what's going on here? And it was like the responses were like, hey, we just like we want to show up and. Because we got a statewide award, and we knew if we kept trying hard, that like Mrs. Sanchez and Westlake would get recognized as a good school. And I thought, man, you are like working hard at this math program to gain pride for your school. And I thought, well, that is really a cool expression of joyful learning. So I love that, showing pride for our school through learning and exploring mathematics online. So cool, so cool. All right, well, let's do what we do. Best part of the show, ways to get involved with WAVE from our very own WAVE president, Felix Flores. Felix, how can we get involved with WAVE this month?
Yeah, February actually is a great time to get involved. One of the first things I would probably encourage folks is to actually show up at the coffee talks. I think that to MacGyver's point, the coffee talks have turned into this great community event. We want to hear about the topics that you want to talk about. So whether you could show up at the event and raise your hand or meet an administrator and say, hey, we'd love if we could bring this up soon. We've also created a link for a form for people to actually request topics. So if they can't make it to the meeting that day, but want to maybe see it at a future meeting, we've got a form ready for that. Happy to give a link around for that. We've started planning already for Staff Appreciation and International Festival. So folks excited about doing that, get involved with us. We actually have now monthly planning meetings the last Thursday of each month around 7 p.m. where anyone can show up. Just let us know you're interested by Westlake Weekly. We'll send you the Zoom link. Show up. We'll be able to get you involved. That also goes for those that don't know that we have our WAVE board meetings on the last Thursday of each month. Any parent and administrators are welcome, invited to join with it. I admit it's a lot of updates and kind of what's going on. Obviously some fruitful discussions, but we would love to see more people show up to our board events as well. And then I would say lastly, we have a couple fun events. We've got trivia night coming up. We just finished up the family dance on the 31st. So I would say if you have ideas of what we should be doing for this year and next year, just know that the walk away from this is that we want to get you all involved and we want to take your ideas.
Yeah, I love it. All right, that's how to get involved with WAVE. Families, thank you for kind of following along in the podcastosphere or on the YouTubes, wherever it is you're listening or watching this show. We appreciate what you do, the way you do, how you engage to make Westlake Charter School the place that it is for our entire community. Thanks for listening, and as always,
let's explore.